What's happening, folks? Back with a music video reaction, and I'm very excited for this one. This tune is a very special song for me. I've enjoyed it for a very long time, and I was thinking about it recently, though as it turns out, I was misremembering a bit. I know the Cranberries through their album No Need to Argue. I believe that was 1994. I only had that record, and ultimately I was mistaken when I was thinking about this record recently because I remembered Dreams as being part of it, but it's actually not. I do believe it features the magnum opus for most people of the Cranberries, which is to say Zombie. But yeah, apparently Dreams is originally from 1992, and then it later appeared on their debut album, Everybody Else Is Doing It, So Why Can't We? An album I never heard of, but I enjoy the playfulness of that phrase. But yeah, the song I think is very special and sweet, in particular with the lyrics. It speaks to a transformative experience, this person coming into her life and literally changing everything, and most notably connecting with this amazing mind. So I've always just found it to be such a rich and tender song emotionally. And the sonics have this lovely, floating, beautiful quality, which is accentuated by the way Dolores, R.I.P., lead singer of the Cranberries, flies off into the heavens in the final part of the tune in a way that I think is indicative of a traditional form of Irish singing. I'm not sure, I don't think it's keening, but I remember hearing at some point that that type of singing speaks to her, Irish heritage and traditional Irish singing. So, in any case, let's watch the video for this beautiful song. This is the Cranberries and their tune Dreams, and the official music video is apparently directed by Peter Scammell. And I'm not sure as we start this exactly what the volume blend might be, but if it sounds a bit loud or a bit low, I'll try to adjust it. It does indeed sound a little bit loud. Let me, as that freaks out a little bit, let me bring that down to maybe like the low 70s. Okay. And I love that distinction. She's saying that these experiences and these feelings are not entirely alien to her. They are not unknown, but the way in which they are manifesting, and because of the place or indeed the person they came from, they've taken her to places that, she's never been before. It's love on a level or in a way that exceeds anything she's felt in life. And I just love the aesthetic of the fluid, the way not only the colors are sort of blending between each other, but the liquid-esque aesthetic of many of the shots. Now, she's a bit more in clarity than the other people we've seen who are more fluid and a bit distorted. But yeah, I'm keen to like see the visuals of this because I have seen it before, but not for some time. That's so funny. Like part of my brain is thinking like how beautiful the sentiment is, and then I remembered once we saw him The very intense, the comedically intense look on the drummer's face. And you can hear there's a really intense sonic element in the center of that, but it's sort of the perfect tension to play off her sonorous voice gliding over the top of it. I love the dynamic tension of this part. There's something about the way she hits that line that always gets me. It's like she's thinking of her life, she's amazed and also feeling overjoyed at what is taking place, and it's that oh that it just really hits all that in such a simple little expression, or a interjection, I think technically from a grammatical point of view. Everything to me. Yeah, it feels like that's sort of the video edit or something. It cuts out really tight there. I'm guessing the studio track doesn't quite do that. I do like how it's layered though, which and always assume that's both Dolores. But yeah, it's that gliding, flying melody over the top, and then you realize there's this more like cyclical and much lower line below it. So yeah, just a really beautiful tune. As I said, I think the sentiment is just so sweet. As someone who is transformed by the presence and the connection to presence of and connection to. Make sure I use all my proper prepositions. Another, and the way she expresses it, I think, is just very very beautiful, which Dolores's voice I think captures perfectly. And again, this is I only had no need to argue, but this is roughly from the same period. And I just remember thinking like, oh, this is a cool group, and a vocalist like I haven't seen before, and they have kind of a cool look. So it's odd to me in retrospect that I didn't follow them, though. Again, this is '94. I'm literally like starting to go to punk shows, and I'm 1 or 2 years away from starting to go to trance and techno parties. So I suppose in another sense, it's not overly surprising. My music life could only, have so much time and number of groups, but it would be nice to go through more Cranberries now. So again, RIP to Dolores. Shout out to anyone who either enjoys this song or maybe the Cranberries more generally. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace. Or not. There we go.